Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin wa bihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya wa din wa salatu wa salamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Qala al-mu'allif Rabbi ahmad bin Zainal Habsyi fi kitab Aqidah Risalatul Jami'ah wa nafa'ana Allah bi ulumi fid dharaini amin radhiyallahu anhu. Wudhu. The obligations of wudhu are six. Number one, intention. Number two, washing the face. The limits of the face are lengthwise from the place of the normal hairline of the head to the jawbone and in width from ear to ear. Number three, washing both hands and arms up to and including the elbows. Number four, wiping part of the skin of the head or the hair that covers it. Number five, washing the 2 feet up to and including the ankles. Number six, performing the actions in order. If one is in a state of janaba because of sexual intercourse or the emission of sexual fluid during sleep or otherwise, it is necessary to wash the whole body with the intention of removing janaba. Nullification of the wudu.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Ilahi anta maqsudi wa ridaka matlubi atini mahabbataka wa ma'rifataka. Okay, alhamdulillah. Last 2 months, if you all still can remember, we talk about wudu, the six rukun wudu, the six obligations of wudu, whereby start off with the intention, and then the intention, you do the intention when you are washing your face, remember? And after that, the parts of the face, remember? Part of the face and the hand, then the next one was the hand until the elbow, then the head and the 2 feet. Now, so today we continue about the sunnah. The sunnah of wudu. So sunnah of wudu, the scholars they what do you call it? They wrote it to up to about 70 sunnah of wudu. So we will mention some of it. The first one, the sunnah of wudu, at-talaffuz bin niyat sunnah al-wudu. The first one is when you want to wash your hand, you niyat, you make intention of sunnah wudu. Now why do sunnah al-wudu? I make the intention of sunnah wudu. So you will receive the reward from Allah. Some scholars who said that when you wash your hand and you don't make intention of sunnah wudu, you will not receive any reward of washing your hand because you don't make intention of sunnah wudu. So when you wash your hand, make intention. Now why do sunnah wudu? I make the intention of sunnah wudu. Then number 2, at-tasmiyah wa ta'awud. Recite ta'awud, recite a'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Number 2, Rabbi a'udhu bika min hamazati syayatin wa a'udhu bika rabbi yahdun. Recite a'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi a'udhu bika min hamazati syayatin wa a'udhu bika rabbi yahdun. But if you are in the toilet, then you recite it in your heart. You don't say it out. But if you're in the place of area of making wudu, like in the mosque or outside the toilet, you can recite it out. What is the recitation? A'udhu billah minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi a'udhu bika min hamazati shayatin wa a'udhu bika rabbi yahdun. Because there's a specific shaitan named Walhan who disturbs people in wudu. There are many types of shaitan, and shaitan also has names. One of them Walhan. Another one, his name is Dalsim. You know Dalsim? Have you heard of the name Dalsim? I think maybe those who are of my age in the past, there's this game called Street Fighter. There's this one guy named Dalsim. Dark and botak, and very long hair and very long leg. So that is the name of her, name of Shaitan. And recite that. Then the next one, siwak, to use your siwak. Siwak can be used after washing the hand or before washing the hand, either one. Both can. Or toothbrush as a sunnah in wudu. After that, the sunnah would be ghuslul kaffain, to wash your 2 hands. Ghuslul kaffain. The sunnah is to wash it together, like this, to wash it together. Okay, wash the wudu. Then when you're washing your hand, you recite this dua, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-yumna wal barakah wa a'udhu bika min ash-shumi wal halaka. Oh Allah, I ask from you blessings from these two hands. I mean blessings means apa? May Allah SWT make our hands blessed, that we use it to help people, to give sadaqah, to use it in the best manner, to use it to earn the pleasure of Allah. Wa a'udhu bika min ash-shumi wal halaka. And I seek refuge to you, Ya Allah, Ya Rabb, from using my hand where I will get your punishment, I receive your punishment. Then the next sunnah is, they call it al-matmallah wal istinshaq. We know to gargle and putting and sucking water to your nose. Yeah, sucking water to your nose. So gargle means to place the water inside your mouth, and use to your right hand. Using your right hand is also sunnah. That means if you use your left hand and put it like this, is also not sunnah. But you receive the reward of sunnah for the gargling, but not for the hand. But if you use it your right hand, you will receive the reward for using your right hand, and also at the same time receive the reward of doing the gargle. Using the gargle. Then what I will do that, and then after that, when you gargle it, you make dua. This dua, Allahumma a'inni ala tilawati kitabati. Oh Allah, you can recite the dua in English also. But of course, when there's water inside your mouth, you cannot say the dua. Then you say the dua inside your heart. Allahumma a'inni. Oh Allah, help me in reciting your book, which is the Quran. Wa kathrati dhikri laka. And oh Allah, help me in making a lot of dhikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa thabbitni bil qawli thabit. Oh Allah, make me firm bil qawli thabit, with the best of words. Means la ilaha illallah. In dunya wal akhirah, in this dunya and akhirat. This is the dua when you recite, when you are doing you are gargling. So therefore, we can see that when you are making wudu also, it's an ibadah, whereby each step of your wudu, there's a specific dua to be recited, so that you are not in a state of heedlessness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So wudu is an ibadah, and we should remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every step of our wudu. Understand? So wudu is not only just washing your face and hand, but without reciting dua, or without the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inside your heart. Then the next sunnah is to place to put water inside your nose. Then it is sunnah also to place it with your right hand. Okay, with your right hand. And then you recite dua. What is a dua to be recited when you place the water inside your nose? Which is Allahumma arihni raihatal jannah. Oh Allah, make me smell the smell of paradise. Wa anta anni radin, and you are pleased with me. When you blow out the water, you recite dua, oh Allah, make me not smell the smell of the hellfire. And I ask for you not to be angry with me. Oh Allah, I ask you for your safety also get. So this is the next one. And after that, of course, is what do you call it? Is washing the face. Then when you are washing the face, then remember, when you're washing the face, how do you do it? You take water and from the top, from the top like this. And this is the place of the hair, the head starts here, right? The place where your hair grow. Am I right? From here. But if a person hair grow from the center, does it start from the center? No, it starts from here also. Yeah, it starts from here. Some of you Shaolin hair dekat tengah-tengah. So it starts from apa? It starts from here until here, until your chin. Understand? Until your chin and your ear. Remember these two parts. So this part. So when you are washing your face, you make dua, Allahumma. Now what you do? Raf'al hadathil asghari lillahi ta'ala. Why are they eating outside? Why they not Why are they not inside here? Tell them to eat here. At least they can listen and benefit. Go and tell them. Ya Allah, we allow them to eat also. Can my voice be heard outside? Ya Allah, Bismillah, makan sini. At least they benefit from the class. Betul? Betul tak betul? Dia hungry, dia Bismillah. Ya Allah, makan sini. There's another guy. Makan. Mana you pergi makan? Makan. Ya Allah, Bismillah, makan. Ambil makan nasi. Me. You can eat while you are listening. No problem. No problem with that. Because you don't want you all to miss any part of the lesson. Okay, then la ilaha illallah. Mana dia? Where was I just now? Niyat. Niyat. Then you make dua, Allahumma bayyid wajhi bi nurika. Oh Allah, whiten my face with your light, with your nur. Whiten my face with your nur. On the day you whiten the face of your beloveds, and do not blacken my face with darkness as how you blacken the face of your enemies. This is a dua when you recited when you wash your face. It is sunnah when you're washing your face, you start from the top. And then you wash together. It is not like when you're washing your hand, you wash your right first and left. For face, you wash together. You don't wash right first then left. No. You wash it together for face. That is also sunnah. And then it is sunnah also masul udunain to what do you call it to clean your ear. To clean your ear. To clean your ear in this manner. You use this. So then you curl it and do this 3 times. Everyone see like this. Then curl it 3 times. After that 3 times, then you take water and can do this also. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Now, okay? So one is macam gini, 3 times. Then ambil air segini. Don't go and pour water inside. Understand? Just a little bit. 3 times. It is also sunnah to wash it more than the required area. It is sunnah. We have studied, remember. When you wash your face, you wash it together with your ear. When you wash your hand, you wash it until below your shoulder. The required one is until your elbow, but it is sunnah to wash it below your elbow, below your shoulder, sorry, and also your hair also, your hair also a little bit, but it is sunnah to wipe the whole hair, and also for the leg also it is sunnah to wash it until your ankle, but the wajib is until your ankle, but it is sunnah to wash it until below your knees. Yes, good, until below your knees. So these are the sunnah of apa? These are the sunnah of wudu. And one of the sunnah of wudu also is atayamun. Tayamun means to study from the right. As when you wash your hands, start from the right. When you wash your legs, start from the right. And also ad-dalk. Dalk means scrubbing. When you scrubbed, macam gini je, you take water and just scrub. What is wajib? What is wajib? The water flows on your hand. Water flows. If you don't scrub also, it is still valid. So for example, tap, then you do like this. Okay? So it is still valid. But the sunnah is to scrub. And scrub, you do it like this. With your finger, we call it takhlil. Like from here, then scrub. Scrub just mururul yad. They mean just pass your hand on your left hand on your right hand, and your right hand on your left hand. No need to scrub. No, not like that. Understand? That is not scrubbing, just like this. But Shafi'i madhab, it is enough that the water flow. And usually people, kalau you spray, the common mistake they use, they spray one side, one spot, and after that they scrub the whole hand. Then the wudu will not be valid. Because why? Because the water doesn't flow. The conditions of wudu, the water must flow. You understand? The water must flow. So scrubbing would be sunnah of the sunnah in wudu. And what do you call it? And also tahrikul khatib. You are using a ring. You move your ring. You move your ring. Why you move your ring? So that the water will seep through. But if you open your ring, then it will be easy. Open your ring will be easy. For guys, it is sunnah to use a ring. For guys, it is sunnah to use a ring and to turn the ring to turn it like this. It is sunnah to do like that. It is sunnah to use it on this finger. But if it's too big, then you use this one. Like this. Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You receive reward if you wear sunnah. You wear even though you're tunang maybe. The condition that it is apa? Condition that you're following the sunnah. Understand? Not to please your tunang. But usually tunang rings are not nice, not beautiful. Usually they don't have like this batu, right? It's only down flat gitu. Those they always choose like gitu dia. Silver little bit. They have the angry dia punya kat situ. Iris. No. Okay, baik. Then the next one. Al-muwala. Muwala means continuous. Remember last 2 months we said continuous in doing a wudu is sunnah, not wajib. As you mentioned, for example, you are, where's the toilet over there? That side. You are washing your face, then after that there's no water. And after that you go to the other side to wash your hand. Then after that you go to SIT to wipe your head. Then after that last you go to SMU to wash your feet. Sah also your wudu. But it is sunnah to do it continuously. And also it is sunnah to do it to wash every part of the body 3 times. To wash every part of the body 3 times. What about wiping the neck? Is it sunnah? Wiping the neck. Is it sunnah? It is sunnah according to Imam Ghazali, rahimahullah ta'ala. Imam Ghazali, Imam Baghawi, and Imam Rafi, three scholars, they said that it is sunnah. But Imam Nawawi and the rest, they said it is not sunnah. It is not sunnah. To wipe the body. Some people, when you see they did, there's nothing wrong with it. So if you leave it also, there's nothing wrong with it. That's also correct. Both are correct. Then the last one will be washing your 2 feet. Yeah, washing. إذا صب على غيبة الكعب يقول ده wash your right leg. Then after that you wash it from your whole toe. You do this again. Look, your finger. That means you make sure that the water seeps through inside, in between the toes. Okay, in between the toes. And after that wash your feet thoroughly. And then make dua, Allahumma thabbit qadami, oh Allah, make on the sirat, on the breach of the day of judgment. Ma'a aqdami ibadika salihin, with the feet of your higher servants. This one, do you read this dua when you wash your right leg? Write down this dua so that you can amal, you can practice. So when you are washing your right leg, Allahumma thabbit qadami, oh Allah, make my 2 feet firm on the bridge, ma'a, with the feet of your higher servants. And when you are washing your left leg, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika, oh Allah, verily I seek refuge to you أن تزل قدمي على الصراط, that I will slip from the bridge. That I will slip from the bridge to the hell. On the day when you slipped, the feet of the munafiqin, the feet of the hypocrites, and the feet of the unbelievers. May Allah save us. May Allah save us. May Allah. That is the most scariest part. Because after that, then it will be safety forever and ever. If you want to know whether you are successful or not, it's not whether you graduate from anywhere or not. You want to know whether you are successful or not, is when you are able to cross the bridge in the year after. But don't use my statement to your parents if you want to drop off from the school. And then you are using it out of context. Some people take video, then they post my video, that 1 minute. La ilaha illallah. And you make a fitna, you know. And so when you want to take a video, you have to ask permission first. Permission first. Not to create fitna. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Then the sunnah after wudu. The sunnah after wudu. Al-Latif. Ad-du'a, make dua. Mustaqbilan al-qibla. You face the qibla, you raise your hand in this manner. The scholars say you raise in the manner, like this. Then he say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa wahdahu la sharika lahu, ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu. Even ladies also. But ladies raise hand, not in front of guys. When they are the ladies in the toilet, wudu, no one see. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa Muhammadan rasulullah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمد عبده ورسوله اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين واجعلني من عبادك الصالحين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Then after that, recite Surah Inna Anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr 3 times. Ayatul Kursi 1 time, Al-Ikhlas 1 time. A lot of benefit. You will do that a lot. All your sins will be forgiven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And your wudu will be kept and will ascend to the 7th heaven. And will be kept like that. Now the day of judgment it will be presented to you. And Allah will tell you, enter my Jannah whichever door you want. Inshallah. Whichever door you want. You see, big reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we are talking about the basics. That's why we learn back to basics. Just to be honest, you tell me honestly, do you all do this or not? All these that we mentioned or not? Remember, if you don't tell me yes or no, you tell me no, I will be happier. Yes or no? No. And these are basics. Am I right? Making wudu, is it basic? It is basic. To know what is fardu, to know what is sunnah, and all the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ with this dua, and you will earn this kind of reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is one of the amal, the practice that we do it every day, at least 5 times a day. Am I right? Subhanallah. This is more important than anything else. Am I right? Not just make wudu, then after that, zam also, Allahu Akbar. It's not like that. That is not the way. When you make wudu, so you have to be, tenang, tranquility. When you go to the majlis ilmu, gatherings of knowledge also must be with tranquility. When you want to salat also must be with serenity, tranquility. That's why we are done first. We make dua first. Then we come out. Then we pray. Then we see the cicak just now. Who was a victim? Who was a victim to the cicak man? So what did you do? Luckily, it doesn't go to your place. Allah. Just now ada cicak. Cicak dark brown. Wow, alam so. Biasa light brown eh. Ini dark brown. You from India or Africa? Okay. Okay. The next. It's Surah Al-Qadr, Ayat Kursi and Al-Ikhlas. And after that, pray Salat Sunnah Wudhu. Pray Salat Sunnah Wudhu. If you are able to pray Salat Sunnah Wudhu, pray Salat Sunnah Wudhu. If you enter the mosque, for example, if you enter the mosque, you can pray Tahiyatul Masjid and Sunnah Wudhu and you combine it. Also can. Also. But if you are at home, then pray Sunnah Wudhu. Also can. Now, the Sunnah Wudhu is valid as long as the traces of Wudhu has not dried out. For example, after 10 minutes, 50 minutes, and you want to pray Sunnah Wudhu, then the time's up already. But it all depends also. If, for example, if you are in a very hot country, then within 5 minutes. But it's okay. Like, for example, I just made my wudu. Before I enter the mosque, it's really dry up. Because of the hot weather. So you still can pray your sunnah wudu. So, of course. So far, okay? And also another sunnah wudu. It is sunnah when you are making your wudu, face the qiblat. That is sunnah. To face the qiblat and in a seated position, if it is possible, of course. If there's a chair or what you call bangku. What do you say? Bangku in English? Bench. Stool. If there's a stool. If there's no stool, then don't sit down. Now, how can you sit down macam gini wudu? And the tab is on top. So it is sunnah to sit down now. Watarku nafdil ma. And of course, to leave wasting of water, of course. Leave wasting of water. And do not speak, do not talk. It is makruh to talk when you are making wudu. Yeah. It is said that when a person is making wudu, he is under the nur of Allah Azza wa Jal. So when he speaks, the nur, the light will be taken away from him. The nur will be taken away from him. So even a person gives salam to you when you are making wudu, someone says, Assalamualaikum. Then you just continue wudu. You don't do anything because they continue wudu. No. That is considered as speaking also. After you finish your wudu, then you say, Waalaikum salam. Now, that's how it is. But now you know already that it is not the sunnah to give salam when a person is making wudu. Then don't give salam when a person is taking his wudu. Now, wad'u ma yaqdari an yamin wa zuba. Okay, wal mawala. Now, wa alla yawtima wajahu bil ma. Do not splash water. Macam gini. Gitu. Do not splash like that. And be at a place whereby there will be no rashash. Rashash means terpercik. What do you call it? Terpercik. Splash back on you. Splash back on you. Especially the hard ground. If it's possible, if it's possible. If not possible, then it's okay. And also it is makruh also to let another person make wudu for you. Makruh to do that. Unless necessary, of course. You're in hospital, then you must, of course. Now, for example, you just got engaged. You tell your girlfriend, you can tuangkan air kat tangan air tak? Ambil air, kat muka dia terus. Banyak cantik muka. So it is a makruh. If tunang, haram, of course. If wife, makruh. Honestly, even makruh. Just got married. Even wudu, say wudu we take together. Allah. Wudu together. No. You one side, I one side. No, like that. So tarkul isti'ana fi sabbi illa li'udhrin. Except for apa necessary. For example, in hospital. In hospital, for example, the best is, of course, is from your family members. Family members. If there's no choice, then get for example, the ladies, okay, you get a nurse, female nurse. But for guys, for example, Datuk. Get one nurse. Meninggal dia. Then, the nurse, Masya Allah, take wudhu. Cuci muka Datuk senyum je. Tengah cuci muka senyum. Masya Allah, husnul khatimah. That haram also. Unless there's a need. There's no one else to help you except for the ladiness, unless necessary. Okay, right. Tarku tanshif. Tanshif means do not wipe. Makruh to wipe. To wipe the traces of wudu. Because the traces of wudu is ibadah. Unless, for example, you have some skin problem, you have to dry it up, then it's not makruh. Understand? But if a person, for example, there are some people, they ask me, they have very severe eczema. So when they wash with their face, it will it can make them very itchy, and they will scratch and they will bleed. Then they are allowed to do tayammum. They are allowed to do tayammum. They are allowed to even leave the washing of the face as well. Because in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't burden the servant. Your ibadah is not to harm you, am I right? Ibadah is to make you, for example, wudu. An ibadah to make you feel nasha, to feel fresh before you do your salat. But if it harms you, then leave it. You can leave it. But there's a special hukum for him to do tayammum, which is another, what do you call it? Another subject or another topic. And also to leave washing a part of your body more than 3 times. More than 3 times makruh. If it is your own water, makruh. But if it is someone's water, for example, you do it in school. Is the school water your water? No. That is haram. To wash it more than 3 times, haram. Or for example, your friend's place, haram, because it's not your water. But your own water more than 3 times, makruh. Or in the mosque. Is the mosque water your water? No. Someone come. Kau yang ni bapak kau pergi masjid tu. So it is haram to use more than 3 times. There are times whereby it is sunnah to make wudu, even though you are not praying. Like for example, you want to sleep. It is sunnah to make wudu. Except for ladies, if you are having menses, you are not allowed to make wudu. Ladies in menses, no wudu. Understand? No wudu. No. Haram to make wudu. You want to sleep, make wudu. Then sleep. Because when you are sleeping in wudu, you will be protected by Allah from the accursed shaitan. Clear? Walikira'atil Quran, and also to recite the Quran, of course. You need wudu. Now my question, to read the Quran, is it wajib to have wudu or not? Wajib? Touching the Quran. Now read the Quran. My question, if you read the Quran, is it wajib to have wudu? It is sunnah to have wudu. But if you touch the Quran, yes, it is wajib to have wudu, of course. Wajib. What about coming to gathering some knowledge? Sunnah to have wudu. Sunnah means do it. Sunnah means do it. Not during class, everyone know wudu. After class, everyone wants to take wudu and then baru nak solat insya. What is this? Like last week I have a talk in one place. We want to pray Isha. Almost everyone went to wudu. I mean, they sit down for the class without wudu. It doesn't know that we perhatikan apa? We are observing that. Actually, they must be wudu. Understand? We observe that. For example, want to pray Isha, who is wudu in our land? Unless emergency, you need to go to the toilet, but you should, what do you call it? In the gathering of knowledge, you should have wudu. It's understood. When you have wudu and you are seated in the gathering of knowledge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you what do you call futu, openings of the hearts. You will receive knowledge. You will receive the divine knowledge from Allah Azza wa Jalla. And also, even if you want to ziarah graveyard also, it is sunnah to have wudu. Yeah, to ziarah the graveyard. And also, whatever situation you are, it is sunnah to have wudu. Because a person who have wudu is under the protection of Allah. So it is best whenever your wudu is nullified, go and retake it again. If it is possible, of course. Yeah, it is possible. So far, so good. Is the time up or masih ada time? Lagi 7 minutes. Okay. Now we go to the next topic. What is the next topic? What's that about? Janabah. Wa in kana alayhi janaba min mujama'ati, one in a state of janaba because of coming to the wife, example, or the emission of mani during sleep, or otherwise necessary to wash the whole body with the intention of janaba. Okay. This one, la ilaha illallah rasulullah babul ijtihad. This one it falls under the topic of the reasons for a person to do the major bathing. So there are two hadath. There are two types of impurity. Okay, now we have to understand this. Two types of impurity: the minor impurity, number two, the major impurity. When you talk about minor impurity, are the things that nullify the wudu. That means when you are in minor impurity, the minor impurity will be lifted up with wudu. That's why you said, nawaitu raf'al hadathil asghar. I make the intention to lift up the minor hadath. So with wudu, the minor impurity will be lifted out. Can you understand this? So there are reasons whereby when a person does the act, he will be in the state of minor impurity. Like for example, the next another topic, for example, anything that comes from the front or the back private parts. Anything that comes out from the front and back private parts, you will nullify the wudu. Simple as that. Then you have to take your wudu. So that means when it happens, that means you are not in wudu and you are unable to do things that require you to have wudu, like salat and like tawaf, and also holding the Quran and carrying the Quran. Okay. You understand this? Now, Al-Imam Habib Ahmad bin Zain al-Habshi, he goes here, the major impurity. So the major impurity is why a person is in a state of major impurity. I mean, major impurity, it will not be lifted up except with shower, bath. The major bath, ghusl, major bath. So that means wudu is not enough. Wudu is not enough. Wudu only lift up the minor impurity, but the major bath lift up the major impurity. But the bathing must be with intention, of course. Like wudu, for example, must be with intention. If not, if there's no intention, that means you're washing your face, hand will be like normal, like a person wash the face. So now he's talking about the major bathing, the major impurity. Wa in kana alayhi min alayhi la ilaha illallah alayhi janaba, if one in a state of janaba. Janaba, what is janaba? Junub. What is junub? Major impurity. Okay. Min mujama'atin, because of mujama'ah, that means coming to the wife. Oh, na'udhu billah min zalik. Even he makes zina, na'udhu billah min zalik. Zina is haram, of course. But still he has to do the major bathing. The major bathing is another thing. Zina is another thing. May Allah save all of us from zina. So there are major impurity where only ladies have that. Like for example, menses, for example. Menses is major impurity. So after they are clean, then they have to do the major bathing. Then the major impurity will be lifted up. That one is especially for women, menses, and also postnatal postnatal bleeding. These two are for ladies. Another one, especially for ladies, menses, postnatal bleeding, and anyone? Anyone? Ladies, what do you think? Khusus for ladies. There are three things whereby only ladies experience this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Huh? Anyone else? Huh? Again? Huh? What is that? Wilada. What is wilada? Then where do you get the wilada? Pernah dengar? The ladies. Ya Allah. Dini, what do you think? What's the third one? Huh? Anyone? Ya Allah, bismillah. Sama-sama. The third one is correct, wilada. He heard it correctly, but he doesn't know what is wilada. Giving birth. Giving birth. What is the difference between postnatal bleeding and giving birth? Am I right? What's the difference? Think. Water bag. What happened to the water bag? The water bag keluar, then? After the water bag keluar, then what happened? Then the baby keluar. Lepas tu? Never. Good. I like this. What's the difference between postnatal bleeding and giving birth? Again. Giving birth, no bleeding. Meaning, got bleeding or no bleeding? Which one? You never seen giving birth before. But you dah pernah lahir? You dah pernah lahir ke belum kat dunia ni? Pernah? Okay, baik. Anyone, ladies, ya Allah. What's the difference between giving birth and postnatal bleeding? You are closed. You are a bit closed. What the back then? What happened? Huh? Amniotic fluid. Okay, then? Oh. Placenta, then? Placenta, come on. Then what got to do with the mother? The gut. Then after the gut, that is the giving birth. Then what about the postnatal bleeding? Why the scholars differentiate between bleeding, postnatal bleeding, and giving birth? Ya Allah, I want you all to think. Different blood. Giving birth, different blood. What blood is that? Giving birth. Then postnatal bleeding, different blood. What blood? What giving birth? What? Why don't they say blood after giving birth? Another one postnatal bleeding. Ya Allah, ladies. Bismillah. Yes, Dini. Yes. Huh? Baby come out money. Wait. Baby bonus. Baby come out because it made of money. I mean cement. Okay. Different from postnatal bleeding. Okay. You are right, but not 100%. A little bit more. Meaning apa? Meaning. What does it mean? What does it mean when you said giving birth? That means what to keluar air mani apa? Emission of discharge of money and postnatal bleeding. It means I just want that one sentence. It means different. Yeah, I mean memang different. But what's the difference? I know it's different, huh? One is similar, one is, yeah. So Meaning? Meaning that some ladies will bleed. Some ladies, no postnatal bleeding. Yes. Yes. That means some ladies, when they give birth, no postnatal bleeding. That means now, if let's say, if they put it as nifas, postnatal bleeding, the question is, what about ladies who give birth and they don't have the postnatal bleeding? Do they need to do the major bathing? Yes. Why do they need to do the major bathing? Because giving birth, there's a discharge of semen. Like Sayyidatina Fatimah Zahra, the daughter of the Prophet ﷺ, when she gave birth to Sayyidina Hassan, Maghrib time, after she gave birth, she took the bath, major bathing, and she prayed Maghrib. And then Isha. There's no postnatal bleeding for her. That's why she was called Fatimah Zahra al-Batul. Meaning of it is she continuously do ibadah to Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the special part of Sayyidatina Fatimah Zahra radiyallahu anha. Can you understand? Can you understand what the bag? Or placenta? Jauh betul ya, masya-Allah. Faham tu? Understand? Last one. Dah 7 minutes dah up. Dah up. Allah. Wait. Oi. I haven't finished. Last part. And the last one. Why are you in a rush to finish the class? The last one, just now we said that these three are specifically for ladies, and there are another three specifically, the other three which ladies and men share. That means if this happen to men and ladies, they have to do their major bathing. Okay. Number one, when the husband comes to the wife, the husband also must do the major bathing, the wife also must do the major bathing. Understand? Number two, discharge of semen, whether it comes from men or it comes from ladies. Number three, what is number three? Anyone? Another question, I want to see how you all think. Number three, Yallah. Yallah, university top in the world universities. Yallah. Answer me, man. These are basic questions. Yes. Ihtilam. What is ihtilam? Dream. Dream of what? Wet dream. Wet dream is number two, discharge of semen. Discharge of semen, whether in the dream or outside the dream or in the dreamland. It's included. When? When the zakat means the farj. It is the husband comes to the wife, intercourse. Good try. Anyone? Kuat sikit. Deaf, correct. Deaf. Yes. MashaAllah. Yes. Deaf. Janazah. Good. Okay, wallahu a'lam. So the next lesson we will talk about these 6 things in detail. Okay, these 6 things in detail. Okay, you can change the slide. I feel the class is so short. Am I? Very short. 45 minutes. Dah berapa minit? How long? I started at what time? 7? 50 minutes. Cepat. As we enter university, what are certain things we should remember? When we enter university, what are certain things you should remember? You should remember God. You must remember to have taqwa to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You must remember what is your intention when you're coming to school. You must avoid things that will distract you from learning, that will bring you far from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That are the things that you should remember, so that you set your intention right, and so that you are able to focus whatever you're doing. And you go through the same now. This one we will go through in the next lesson. As just a quick one is that you have to wash from head to toe. That's all. Now, a quick one with the intention of nawaitu raf'al hadathim akbar lillahi ta'ala, with the intention of lifting up the major impurity lillahi ta'ala. We wipe our neck 3 times or once? 3 times or so, if you follow the opinion of Imam Ghazali. If a woman goes through labor for long hours and misses a fardu prayer during childbirth, must she repay her missed prayer? Now, after she finish her postnatal bleeding. After she finish her postnatal bleeding. There's no need for her to pray that time. Kalau nak beranak, doktor nak semayang je. Later on, after she had done with her postnatal bleeding, she can follow it. Just now the cicak case, can the person kill it during solat? What do you think? Cannot? Because bangkai. So why? So when you kill it, because it's najis. If it dies, when you strike it and it dies in your hand, then who become najis? The cicak or you? The cicak or you become najis? The cicak become najis. Then you? So now, during solat, now the question is during solat. How? Ya Allah. What do you all think? Think again. Yes. If it is less than 3 major movement, so this is a cicak. 1, 2, 3. Then what happened? Firstly, you think the cicak will run away or not? Are you able to do like that? The cicak, push it away. Okay, now the question is you kill it. So if there's 3 movement, then it will nullify the solat. Try. It will nullify the solat. So more than 3 movement, it will nullify the solat. So if it's 1 movement, you kill it with your leg or your hand. Then now for example, it's a cicak. You do this and it dies. It dies. So what happened? Your solat will be nullified because there's najis on your hand. Yeah, the solat will be nullified because there's najis. You cannot carry najis in solat. But if it is under your sujadah, and it is under your sujadah, and you step it, and it dies under your sujadah, then you can continue your solat. That is what I want the answer from you. That's why I want to ask you all to take. I understand. No. Clear about it? Because it goes under my sujadah just now. Before it goes to you. Understand? It didn't die under my sujadah. I tried to step on it. Okay, next one. If you have Allah, bro. Now, there are some people, they have this, for example, those with chronic cases whereby they have to do major operation in the stomach. I have someone who asked me this. old person, very old person, 70 over 70 years ago. So she has this problem. She has this problem. It's not the problem of drinking milk or eating some what do you call it? Anything got to do with milk lah, whatever it is that will cause your stomach some problem, and a person keep on passing wind. So if the person has this problem, really problem, after the operation, they falls under the category of Da'imul Hadath. Means they make wudu, once they make wudu during azan time, and when they make wudu, they don't make intention nawaitu rafa'al hadathi asghar. Because when you make wudu with that intention, I make intention of lifting my small hadath. But now you are in hadath. Because you are always in hadath. You keep on passing wind. You can't control it because you have done the major operation. So you make the intention, I make the intention of istibahata for the salah. I made the intention of that enable me to pray salah for me. After that, the person keep on passing wind, the salah is still valid. The salah is still valid. But if let's say that problem is due to because you drink the teh tarik, then it's not allowed, of course. Of course, that will nullify your wudu and also nullify your salah. This same goes to ladies who have istihadha. Understand? You all know what is istihadha. Istihadha means there's the discharge that happens after 15 days of menses. We will go to that topic in detail, inshallah, in the coming months. When there's istihadha, it is wajib for you all to do your prayer. But now the question is, while I'm praying, I feel there's a discharge. I'm sorry, I share with you. While I'm praying, I feel there's a discharge. Then, just now we mentioned that anything that comes out from the front and the back, private parts, it will nullify the wudu. But for this case, it doesn't nullify the wudu because you fall under the category of da'imul hadas. What is da'imul hadas? A person is in a state of continuous impurity, which is not her choice or his choice. Can you understand? So what you have to do is that you have to make the wudu after the adhan. That means, like for example, Isha 8:31, then you can make your wudu with that intention. Now, why to istibahata for the salah? After that, when you are praying, if there's a discharge or there's passing of wind, you are excused for it. You are excused for it. It doesn't nullify the wudu. Now, for this case, some people not passing wind or istihadha. Some people they have problem with urine also. For example, they are unable to control the bladder. When they bend down, there are drops of urine. They will come out. It's not their choice. It's not their choice. So they fall under this category. That means their category is that when they want to do salat, they have to wash themselves. They have to make wudu with that intention. Now, why to istibadah for the salat? Then quickly they do their salat. While they are doing their salat, or before they make takbir to the ihram, if there's any discharge, it will be excused. Can you understand this? Okay. Yes.
Is this the same for like in the case of like fasting also?
Fasting.
Yeah, like because like you can't fast during when you have like menses or like something like that, right? But if after 15 days after like your menses is done,
Okay.
does it fall under the same category also?
Fasting during istihadha is wajib. That means a lady who is in istihadha, it is wajib for her to fast. So what's your question?
No,
Is it wajib for her to fast?
Yeah.
Yes, wajib for her to fast. It is wajib. So after this, on the 16th day, there's a discharge, it's wajib for her to fast.
so the istiadah is after the 15 days.
Yes, on the 16th day. But it could be on the 12th day, 13th day also. It could be. That's why it's a very long topic actually. But usually it happens on the 16th day. The simple how we can summarize it is that the time period between two menses, that means the menses stopped until the time when the menses starts. the time period. Minimum, it must be 15 days. 15 days of purity, that means. In between that 15 days, if there's discharge, that means it is istihada. So it could be like the menses stop at 12 day, and plus 15th on the, for example, on the 1st July until 12th July. The next menses comes at on 27th July. For example, usually the cycle 28 days, 30 days, and so on, or 27 days. Sometimes it change because of hormones and stress and so on. So 27 comes another menses. She's confused now. On the 12, 13 or 14, 13, 14, there's a discharge. I do not know whether it is menses or whether it is istihada. I'm not sure. Now I'm confused now. So you look at the first day of your menses, the next cycle. So if the next cycle falls on the 27th, then you minus 15. So 27 minus 15 equal to 12. So whatever discharge that happens after 12 is istihada. Because the period of your cleanliness, you need to be clean between two hair must be at least 15 days. Minimum 15 days. Or more. Some ladies, for example, 1 month, 2 months, there's no period. 3 months, or even 1 day, for example. But it's not healthy like that. Yeah. Would be best like 28 days, 30 days per cycle. But minimum must be 15 days. What if, let's say, for example, she has discharge for the whole month also, bit by bit, then she has to calculate, there's a calculation for it. Okay, thanks one. Apples or where are you? I have this, the blocks. I close it. When we mandi to lift major impurity without taking wudu, does it lift the minor impurity? Now, okay, good question. It lift up with the conditions, that you have to make wudu first, then you do the major impurity. And also when you are doing the major impurity, for example, you are doing the hadas besar, you're bathing. Then after that, your hands, hands touch the back of front or back private parts. Then after that, once you are done with your bathing, happily, smile and wear baju. Allahu Akbar. So because what you have learned that after you take your major bathing, you have wudu. Now we have wudu with the condition that your hand doesn't touch your front or back private parts. And also you have make wudu also before you do your major bathing. So do your wudu first, then after that do your major bathing, and also your hand doesn't touch the front and back private parts. That means you still have wudu and go and you can do your prayer. Can the wudu taken for ghusl be used for fardu prayer? Yes, of course. Now, when we take wudu in public, I want to wash our leg. Can we collect water from tap and splash onto our feet? Is it sah? Now, it is sah with the condition that you splash it and all parts of your leg there's water. There's water, of course, until your ankle. But if parts of your leg is still dry, then not allowed. Is it permissible to use spray bottle? Nah, spray bottle, but you have to spray thoroughly. Spray. Do not spray 1 time or 2 times, then you go soak. Then you scrub. No, you spray like that. Now, that's how it is. Can ladies get the sunnah of wearing ring too? Yes, can also. Now, then next one. Is it wajib to take wudu to read Quran from my iPhone? No, non-wajib. Non-wajib. Already sunnah. Okay, next one. Oh, nak macam ni macam apa? Quick fire. Wudu pun tak tahu. I realize I always rush through my wudu. What are some habits I can do to appreciate? Now, what are some habits? La ilaha illallah is what we have mentioned just now. Is the every part of your limbs that you wash, you read the dua. Yeah. And you follow the steps that we had learned. Okay, next one. Does that mean that if I go to the mosque to take wudu, I should only do 1 for each body part? No. Because it's not your water. Yeah, it's not your water. It's not bapa kita punya water also. But it is still sunnah to do 3 times also. Not more than 3 times. 3 times is sunnah. How do we determine the end of menses if we usually don't have white discharge? How do Afwan itu gambar apa tu? How do we determine the end of menses? Usually, I'm sorry, yeah, I shared this. Usually it starts off with dark color, like black, then after that it gets lighter, like red, then after that yellowish, then white, then that. Yeah. That's how you determine. Yeah. That's how you determine. There's no white, but from the colors of the what do you call it? From the colors of the blood. So from dark color until to the light color. Then after that it stopped. It stopped. Then after that is your norm. Some ladies the norms is 6 days, 7 days, some 10 days, some after 5 days, 6 days. Then for 2 days there's no what do you call it? There's no discharge. For the five days of the discharge. Then after that another 3 days, then the discharge will come again on the 8th, on the 9th day. You know your cycle. So if you know your cycle on the 6, 7, 8 day, you can like not doing the major bathing first, because that that is your norm. Because after 3 days, then it will come again. Then that is also still what do you call it? Menses also. Then once you are done, the lady will know. Once you are done, then after that do your bathing and pray. Okay, mana ada lagi? What if I be making my niat for wudu and major bathing in my heart? Is it sah or no? It is sah, of course. The intention must be from the heart. Talafuz bin niyat, talafuz, that means saying it out, it is sunnah. But the intention is in the heart. So it is sah. Yeah? It is very nikah sah. Next one. Sorry to ask this, but what is the hukum of ovulation discharge? It is continuous for 3 and 4 days and I cannot control it. How do I? What is ovulation discharge? Ovulation that happens is sometimes the egg of the and usually 14 days before the 14 days before menses comes. Betul, correct, right? So the discharge is about white color. Is it white color? Now, so macam gini, I'm sorry, I share this. For ladies, they call it rutubatul farj, discharged. Or in Malay, they call it putih-putihan. Keputihan. Sorry, keputihan. 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 So, so for example, this is the rahim. If it comes out from the inside of the rahim, a little bit inside, it comes out. There's nothing wrong with it. Even it doesn't nullify the wudu. But if it comes out from inside, like for example, when it is discharged, you feel like macam the same feel like the discharge of urine or the discharge of blood. It comes from inside or come out. Comes from inside now. Then it will nullify the wudu. But there's no major bathing for it. Can you understand? But it comes out from just the dhahir, they call it dhahir. Or for example, I'm sorry to share this. You do not know, so there's discharge. Then after when you check, there's a discharge, for example. Then it means that your prayer is valid. Understand? Your prayer is valid. That means it comes out from the zahir, or just a little bit inside, it comes out. So there's no need to do the major bathing, and also your wudu is valid also. But if it comes out from the inside, then no major bathing, but nullify wudu. Yeah, what is fine though? Okay. Understand? What you are okay, bye.
Jadi kan sama macam untuk lelaki, kalau kita macam betul-betul kita ada mati pada kita kena so kalau kita tak perasan dan tiba-tiba macam when you realize terus ada stop. So yang kita
Okay, for mazi is different. Mazi is different. Now, good question. Mazi, man and woman have mazi. Mazi, there's a discharge of mazi when a person has shahwat. It has shahwat. Nafsu. But the nafsu is still maybe like 60%, 70%. Doesn't go to the maximum. So there's a discharge of mazi. The color is like macam colorless, but it is sticky. Whether it comes from man or woman, it nullifies the wudu. It is not the same as what the ladies is asking, no. The keputihan, different. That one is different. Mazi is different. Mazi, whether man or woman, nullify the wudu. Yeah. So even, for example, there's a discharge of mazi and you don't realize it. Then after that, for example, you go to toilet, can you realize it? Then it means apa? It is najis. You have to wash the parts yang, for example, your trousers ke apa kena mazi, you have to wash it and you have to retake your wudu. Now, it's a difference there. Okay. It's good that you all open up this question. Is good actually. Rather than not knowing and then making your salat all not valid. Am I right? True or not? So open up these questions now. Okay, next one. Ada timing? Dah berapa? 7 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Oh, kena habiskan. Because I 9 to 8 questions. 9 to 8 questions. Okay. Ya Allah. Okay. I will answer 10 seconds. Mana? Ya Allah. Which one? When I wash my face or wudu, I was like, if I wash slightly more on just my head, would that be breaking the 30 of wudu? No. It doesn't break the 30 of wudu. Because the intention is to wash the face, not to wash your head. No. For ladies washing face, if you have hair at the side of her face and it's long enough to be tied with ponytail, must wash the entire length of the hair. Tak faham. If the hair at the side of the face, which side? Oh, korang expert maksudnya. Okay, apa macam ni? Pandai apa? Okay, then okay. No need to wash the entire length of the hair. No, okay. Actually, I understand the question. I just want to I want to test. Okay, but now I know sample yang okay, but can we take wudu while wearing shoes and socks? Kalau khuf, yes, but not socks. Shoes, there are conditioned, the shoes that cover up to your ankle. Not the normal shoes, not the Crocs. Or the whatever shoes that doesn't cover the ankle. Socks, no, of course, no. Socks, you have to open your socks. Understand? The opinion of using the socks is not in Mazhab Shafi. As Imam Shafi said that the hadith of socks are not counted. Not counted. You have to open it. Yeah. What if the chicha is on my sajadah? How to kill it? Don't kill it. Focus on your salat. Barakallahu fiikum. Wa iyyakum. Who asked you to kill it, huh?
I think that there's a saying that the hadith says kalau there's macam black animal and black insect apa datang, Nabi SAW dia akan follow. Is it true?
In salat.
I know some.
Allah. No, scorpion. Other scorpion. No, you can kill it, of course. You can kill it. Yeah. If let's say if you kill it, then your salat nullified. You have to salat back. You have to salat. That is the opinion of what do you call it? Shafi'i madhab. Allah alam. Kill it, then continue salat. If let's say, for example, killing teacher, you will receive reward outside salat. If you kill it one time, one strike, you get 10 points. 2 strike, 9 points. 3 strike, 8 points. The more strikes, the less point you get. I mean, less reward. I'm on menses, can I make wudu before sleeping? No wudu. No wudu. If menses, no wudu. Understand? So how you want to get protected? Recite Ayatul Kursi. Ayatul Kursi, Rasul, Fatiha, Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, An-Nas. You will be protected. Yeah? You are in menses now. How does wudu work? This one is one topic. We will talk about it in one topic. Yeah, about 45 minutes I have to explain this. I heard that when you have done ghusl, it means that we are not in hadas. We will pray after ghusl. Now this is the same question just now about the wudu. Yeah, then next one. During wudu, do we have to wash our hand after scrubbing of each body? Do we have to wash our hand after scrubbing? Or no, no, no need. No need. Is it permissible to make wudu? Okay, dah habis. Okay, wallahu a'lam. Huh?
I got three questions.
You got 3 questions.
Yeah.
Yup.
So the previous lesson you said we should cover our aurat when taking wudu because it's an ibadah.
Cover aurat means, sorry, do not be naked. Some people, they macam Tarzan, they make wudu like that. That is not right. But at least if you use a towel, it's okay. For example, you don't have your clothes on, just your towel. It covers from your navel up to your knee. Yeah, lah, bas. Even though without any clothes on, that is okay.
Does it apply to ghusl?
Naam, atau apply to ghusl.
So even bigger ghusl must cover.
Even ghusl also. For example, a person has their own, like for example, shorts, for example. Their own shorts is for mandi. Yeah. But in fiqh, for example, that is the adab, etiquette. But for example, if they don't wear anything and they do ghusl, it is not haram if there's no one looking at them. It's not haram. For example, a person, totally naked when bathing. It is not haram because nobody sees them. But the etiquette is that even when you are alone, when you are doing what do you call it? When you are ghusl, when you are bathing, to have your own, like for example, own clothes for the bathing. So that's the only thing that you can be totally naked is when you are qada hajat. When you qada hajat, you urine atau lepas motion, jangan pakai seluar pula. That's okay, next one. Oh, ada 3 yang. Ya,
Taking wudu with cirit.
taking wudu with cerit,
I don't know, you say taking wudu from the hand start like this.
So
How do we pour the water to our arms? Do we pour first and then we scrub?
yes.
Then last question.
Okay, last question. Ya, tak apa, it's okay.
Okay, so just now the first condition for janaba is when the husband approaches the wife. For example, the wife fornicates but uses tools instead. Put tools into the pouch. Does she enter the state of janaba also?
If now, if let's say she put something to her farj, now no, it doesn't janaba unless there's a discharge of semen. Unless there's discharge of semen. But it is haram. It's a big sinful. For example, for somebody to use some alat tools cover just to arouse a shahwat, for example. It is the same as, for example, ladies, if let's say, not this example, ladies, for example, they have checkup. They go to a checkup for, they call it pap smear, for example, or other checkup, whereby the doctor will insert something to the rahim. Understand? Then they take it out. So do they require to do the major bathing? No. But the wudu nullified. But no major bathing. But if they are fasting, the fasting will be nullified. So important. It is important. So because of something that goes inside the wool of wudu, even in fasting also nullified. Understand? For that, your question, it doesn't require major bathing unless there's a discharge of semen for the lady. Yes?
Can you do prayers after sunnah?
Sunnah? Can we do prayer? Prayer, what prayer? Oh, of course. No, but you are not in major impurity, right? Yeah, okay. As long as you have wudu, huh?
I think because when you do the wajib ghusl, you have wudu already.
No, kalau sunnah wudu, no, you don't have wudu, of course. But as what I mentioned, if you want to, the major bathing, you have wudu with the condition that you make wudu first. Then you do the major bathing. And when you are doing the major bathing, your hand doesn't touch the front or back private parts, or there's no pass wind during the bathing. Tengah mandi, bumi sana, bumi sini, then after that go and pray. No wudu, you don't got no wudu. Yeah, okay, boleh. Ya Allah, bismillah. Okay, dah habis. Dah lebih dari time out. Ada apa? Nak ada announcement ke apa ke? Apa announcement? tutup kelas juga. Insya. Betul tak? Ke nak buat apa? First, oh, how many of you are first time? First time? First time? Oh, Masya Allah. Masya Allah. The ladies first time ada? Oh, Masya Allah. Ya kan? Kalau ada first time dia. So let them know the classes. Oh no, I just tell them you want to don't take time. You want to learn, you can come to Masjid Wat Tanjung. We have class Monday to Sunday. After you can go to Facebook Nurul Asrar or YouTube Masjid Wat Tanjung. Thank you very much.